Hello, my dolly friends. I've got Tucker, and he is in his little Mickey Mouse pajamas. This is the Duckling sculpt by Audrey Stillette, and he was painted by Cece Baldamino of I Love Reborn Dolls by Cece, and his hair is painted by Ling's Reborn Nursery. There he is, guys. I thought I would just real quick do the theme that Lisa's Little had. It's a tag. I believe she did it yesterday. It's childhood holiday memories. And the first one is Easter. I was born in the late 50s. And of course, I got a new Easter dress, an Easter bonnet, white gloves, and usually a little purse. And we would go to church for Easter, and we would go to my grandma's on both sides. And my dad's mother and father always had an Easter egg hunt for us. I had 8 cousins there, and if the weather was nice, we had a big Easter egg hunt outside. And they would buy the plastic eggs, and they also dyed real eggs. And I never liked eggs much, so that wasn't the treat. The treat was they would put a quarter in some of the eggs, and that's what all of us would try to find, was the quarters. And also my mom would usually fix a ham and a turkey. Dad would get one at work, and she usually would get the other. And I would eat the ham, but I would not eat the turkey. And I remember when I was in kindergarten, I went to kindergarten half a day, and we all had to make Easter hats. The boys had hats and the girls had bonnets, and we could decorate them any way we wanted to. And that year, our class picture was in our Easter bonnets and our Easter hats. Number 2, Halloween. Well, for Halloween, I think they come on hangers. I can't remember, but your mom would get me those little outfits. They were 2 pieces, or sometimes I think they were a jumpsuit actually. And they were like cheap vinyl, and the mask was plastic with the elastic that you put, around your head. And Mom and Dad was not big on me going to strangers' houses, so we would go to a few neighbors that they knew well, and to a few family members that were here in town, because actually a lot of my family members lived out of town. So I didn't really trick or treat a lot of houses, but I did a few. And I think we had Easter or Halloween parties at school, if I remember right. And I remember I always loved to play 7-Up. Remember 7-Up? I kind of forget how you played it now, but probably 7 kids would go up and line up in the front, and then everybody had to put their heads down on their desk, and then you would go around and tap somebody on the head, and they had to guess who tapped you. And if they guessed right, then they got to go up and tap the next one. Guys, I'm laying on my side, so I'm going to have to get up. Sorry. As you can tell, I'm not using the tripod today. Oh, and I remember, I still have the picture somewhere, for Halloween. My teacher that I loved, Mrs. Sharp, she was dressed up like a clown. And Susan Beheimer and I were dressed up in our outfits, and we were out on the big steps of the kindergarten. It was a kindergarten building, and there were 4 classrooms, 2 upstairs and 2 downstairs. Number 3 is Thanksgiving. Well, for Thanksgiving, Mom would fix ham or turkey again, usually, and we would go to my mom's side of the family at noontime, and my dad's side of the family at dinner time. And I had, on my mom's side, I had 3 aunts and an uncle, and of course their spouses. My mom's oldest sister never married and never had children. She had some mental problems, but the others were all married, and most of us were all only children. Mom's baby sister ended up having 2 kids, but so it was kind of a small group. But the women spent the holidays in the kitchen, cleaning and cooking, while the men sat out in the living room. I always said belching and watching TV, and I wasn't going to do that when I grew up, and I didn't. I don't cook dinners, and I don't have people over. So, well, I used to have my mom, and Jeff's kids would come over, but no, I wasn't into that. Number 4 was Christmas. Oh my goodness, I remember we would decorate the Christmas tree, and Mom had little angel candles. They were red and white, and they were small. She would put them in the bookcase. We had decorations all over the house. The house just always seemed cozy. I remember I loved it at nighttime when it was dark, and we'd have candles. And again, we would have lunch at my mother's side and dinner at my dad's side. And Mom and Dad would give me the Sears catalog and tell me to write down what I wanted worse and put stars by it. When I got a little bit older, we started going to my aunt and uncle's. They had to move to Michigan for my uncle's job, and we would go up there. And at my house, we didn't have a fireplace, and my aunt and uncle had a fireplace. And I know the one house, the first house they moved to in Saginaw, it had one of those fireplaces that was on both sides, the living room and the family room. And my aunt would build a fire and put, those sprinkles that you could put in, and it made different colors. And I thought that was just really, really cool. And I remember one year, my little cousin Shayla, she's 5 years younger than me, we curled up in the family room. We may have slept there that night, I can't remember. But anyway, I think we watched scary movies, and we got scared, it seems like. It's been a long, long time ago. And when we started going up there for Christmas, usually on Christmas Eve, we would open one gift apiece. And I had a little cousin, Kyle. So that's kind of some of my memories as a child. And I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you enjoyed seeing Tucker. And I hope that you all have a wonderful day, a great weekend. Stay healthy, stay safe, and we will see you all later. Bye, guys.